So, hey guys, today we'll be doing a little bit of deck building. And today I think we're going to be building something based around, well, or revolving around just DPE in general. So, the thing about DPE is this card is completely generic to make. And I think we can get this to work pretty solidly. So, first we're going to need this, and we'll go with Celestial, I guess, over Denier. I don't think it matters that much, honestly. But alright. Let's see, that is all we need here. And then throw in a Verte. So, unlike Red Eyes Fusion, it's fine if we open Fusion Destiny. So, we have essentially in the main deck for both decks, it's kind of like 3 Garnets, except here we only have kind of 2 kind of like bricks, Garnets, whatever you want to call them. Because Fusion Destiny we can actually activate because the restriction on this is not nearly as bad as the restriction on Red Eyes Fusion, so slightly more playable. There's also the fact that Dragoon requires you to discard a card. DPE does not, so that's part 1. Part 2 of what I'm considering is that, well, these guys are actually darks, so it should be actually okay if I discard one of these Destiny heroes. And I guess the best way that I can make this not too harmful is if I were to be running Milish. What was it called again? Malicious? That doesn't even sound like a real word. But, alright. So we're going to use Chaos Base, I think, as well. This should work, I think, with Lubellion. So the idea here is pretty simple. So let's assume we have in our hand Dasher plus Chaos Base. I guess. Does this work? This only works if we're able to tribute something off with Lubellion and then summon the Magnuma later. So this would be like Chaos Base, Dasher, adds Lubellion. Lubellion can add whatever Bestial. If we were then to just banish Dasher here, this would just get regularly banished, which is no good. And we won't be able to make DB, I guess. If we ran Malicious instead of Dasher, actually, like, do we even need Dasher? This is a Destiny hero. These are both Destiny heroes. We just need, like, a high level, I think, right? 1 level 6 or higher hero monster. Just any hero works for this, I guess. Malicious, I guess, right? We can run 3 of these now. And these guys can serve as extra bodies. And we don't have to actually go through all of them, technically. So I think this could serve us a little bit better. So the only thing that'll be bad in this deck build, I think, to open will become Celestial, which I think I'm okay with. And then let's see. So the ideal line now, it changed a little bit. Okay, so we'll go Chaos Space. We pitch Malicious, I think, right? Okay. Then we can Malicious Effect. And we have Lubellion in the graveyard. Then we can do something with this Malicious. That's probably what I'm thinking. And then we'll leave 1 in the deck for when we activate Fusion Destiny. If we want to recycle and get a few more bodies for maybe Link Summoning instead, we could, I guess, change Celestial for Denier. That would be fine, I think. And technically, if we're feeling really, really psycho, we can use 2 Malicious in a deck to summon for DPE, actually. If that comes up. If we have a way to make Dispatter as well, that would be good. Because Dispatter could bring back Malicious that we banish, and Malicious actually can banish itself as well. So the one bad thing about playing Malicious, I guess, is that it needs to banish for cost, so it doesn't play around Lancia. If we were to do the Chaos-based stuff, it's still fine under Lancia because we still end with a Bestial in hand, which is like not the worst. I guess we could banish our own cards next turn if we have to set up some things, I guess. That's my thought process, at least. So we'll just throw in like the full package for now. We can cut it later, I suppose. Can also increase the amount of Truce Worms and maybe Baldrake. Well, let's think about this. The number of Serenir, we can increase that by at least one. Because Chaos Base, the best Bestial to send would technically be Serenir because it actually does something. And then we can use this to send a Bestial monster or one branded spell trap from your deck to the graveyard. So we can send anything useful here? I don't think so. Not particularly. Oh, Branded Disciple was funny, I think. When a monster effect activated by your opponent resolves that the opponent's monster has 0 attack and defense, and you control a level 8 or higher Fiend Fusion monster, you can negate the activated effect. At the end of the damage step, if monsters with 0 attack battle each other, you can destroy your opponent's battling monster. Wait, would this even be good against Yubel? Yeah, that'd be a funny tech, actually. I don't know if it's efficient, though. Turn each player can special one future monster that mentions all about this material from the extra deck. I get one monster and one future monster you control. Wait, this card's actually not that bad. Wait, what? Branded loss. You do need a fusion monster, but you can slap down the field with like a super poly, I suppose. It has to be on the field, right? But this is actually respondable, no? Yeah, it's just okay, I guess. Grounded in Central Dogmatica. What does this do? Look at either player's extra deck, send one monster from it to the graveyard. If you special summon one fusion monster and no other cards by a spell card or effect, except the damage type, you can target that monster for the rest of this turn. Means attack equal to its original attack. Also, it can only attack position monsters your opponent controls. What? Classic lore card, I guess. Confusion. What's going on in this picture, actually? Oh, right. Getting distracted. Alright. Focusing back up. So the idea of playing Bestials plus the DP here is that if the DP is banished, we should be able to Dispatter, bring back DPE, which I like. So if DPE gets like called by or Bestialed, we can bring it back. If we can't resummon DPE for whatever reason with its own effect, we can banish DPE, shuffle it back, or we can banish DPE and summon it back. So I think it'd be a good idea to have some kind of fusion summoning be doable here, if possible, which I don't think it's really possible here. There's like one potential thing we could use that I'm thinking of, if there are any good Azamina cards, perhaps. Debtors. No, that doesn't do it. Sinful Spoils card, maybe. Wasn't one of these like a Monster Reborn or something? And then one of these should be a Fusion Summon. Fusion Summon one Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field. Epic, this is just polymerization. But can we actually do what it says here? This is from hand or field, which kind of sucks. But being generically usable is kind of interesting. Can you recycle this? If this card is sent to the graveyard, to activate a monster effect, you can set this card. This is a quick effect to just discard a card. Or kind of like just send a card from somewhere. That'd actually be pretty cracked with this. Then we could just keep recycling this, the fusion summon stuff with. That'd be the dream, I guess. But it has to be a monster effect, so something like a Forbidden Droplet wouldn't work. Well, actually, yeah. We couldn't use this with, like, Hallowed either. Like, we could, but it just doesn't reset itself. Fusion summon from the graveyard. There's nothing that really does that generically, I don't think, and not, like, in a good way at all. But just a powerful combination in general is like Chengying plus DPE. These two pair really well together if you can get them set up. Kind of like that, but not easy to do at all. I guess we'll just hold back and just go for ways to drop DP here first, and then we'll figure out all the other stuff. So next, I guess we'll look at tuners, because I do want to try to drop Dispatter at least. The obvious answer could be like Centurion, I guess. But we don't even have our normal summon being used here. So maybe let's try Ringoworm. Let's see. If a face-up non-effect monster is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. I don't know if I can get that condition met or not. Maybe. We'll think about it. During your main phase, if you Synchro Summon this turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard. If you Synchro Summoned at all. Okay. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 100 Apples token. Player who summoned it can treat it as a tuner for a Synchro Summon. So even if I sent this with Sprite Sprint, it's not necessarily going to be activatable because I would still need to perform a Synchro Summon after this, right? You could still bring it back with Sprite Elf, send with Sprite Sprint, special summon with Gigantic, and that's only relevant if we grab Etude. Synchro summon any type of synchro using monsters you control, but it must include a dragon monster. And then if I control a bestial monster, banishing monsters that would be sent to your opponent's graveyard as tributes for the ritual summon or as material for their fusion, synchro, or link summon. So these effects have no relevance to each other, like specifically. So if I just drop this, we don't even have to care about the synchro summon effects. This is just like a ghetto macro. Okay. Well, not really even macro, it's more like a fissure, but okay. Let's see. Elbow Lost, not really useful here either. Reform Palace Spring Goose. What are you even? Banish this card from graveyard, target 2, neutral. Return them both to the hand. From the Pendulum Zone. What a weird, funky effect. Okay. I do really like the idea of Chaos Base. I guess we should throw in one more target for this. A dark one. So there's like two real options. We can do Levianeer. Or we could do Chaos Creator, which I like. I think we're giving up on playing around like Lancey, I guess. That's just not something I'm going to bother doing with this list. If I get Lancey, I get Lancey, you know? But Chaos Crater has a pretty nice effect as well. You can target 3 banished monsters with different names, special summon one of them, and place the rest on the bottom of the deck in any order. That effect's pretty good. We can use this to return, like, our malicious to the deck to link climb with later. Potentially, I guess, right? That sounds like a good idea in general, I guess. We could maybe try something with a Soul Day if we're feeling it. Am I feeling it? I don't know. Because this is a Thunder as well, we could potentially do stuff with Colossus. And because we have all these guys, Chaos Angel as well is an option. Ringo Worm is a light. How can I get access to Ringo Worm easily? I cannot think of a good way. Wait, what was this monster called again? It was like Chaos Witch. What do you do? Tribute, special summon 2 Dark Beast tokens. If this card is banished from hand or graveyard, special summon 2 Light Beast tokens. You can only use 1 effective Chaos Witch turn and only once that turn. And you are locked into light or dark synchro monsters the turn you activate either effect. That's the whole turn, and not for the rest of this turn, right? Yeah, okay. So it's kind of niche. So since I want to like probably go into links and maybe fusions as well, I don't think that's an option here. We could increase the amount of fusion destiny here. I guess we'll just put some staples in first and foremost, you know, like they have to be put in eventually, so at least these 5 cards, right? So we have these at least now. Is there something really good I can send? 1, 3. If I have 4, that's a 3. If I have 2, that's a 5 with Destrudo. Is there a Synchro 7 worth making? Well, I can think of one that's worth making, but I would want to pair it with a non-tuner 3. Where would I even get a non-tuner 3 from? That makes sense to just run. Oh, wait a second, actually. Okay. Let's do Repro Docus. Actually, I'm seeing it. And then we could maybe do Sprite Elf. And that's because we can use maybe the Repro Docus as material for Sprite Elf to bring back Ringoworm, I'm thinking, maybe? How are we sending Ringoworm? No idea. Well, I'm thinking maybe we just put in the Danger Dark River package. And then that'll solve some issues, potentially. I'm thinking at least. So it was 2 of these, 2 of these. We want 3 of these guys, actually. 3 is pretty nice. We want 1 Mothman. I think. Mothman's is usually good, I guess. Okay, then we'll do Zephyros and Destrudo. And that's great. Now let's do Gamer Agrin. And alongside Gamer Agrin, to make this, we need a water tuner. So that's where we bring in Diva for our 6, right? But not this card actually. What was the name of the card actually? It's not Diva. Synchro. Tuner. Clear that. Deep Sea Prima Donna. So then we can turn Deep Sea Prima Donna, I guess, I suppose, into a light monster with Reproducus, I guess. And that should just work, I think. Dark Griffer. Since I have like most of the cards, I guess I'll just cut down on one malicious because I don't want to craft that right now. And we'll just try it like this for now. And to make Thunder Dragon Colossus more usable, if we can put this down just for fun, you know, we'll throw in a few copies of Thunder Dragon Dark, I guess, will work. And then that should be fine. And then for the extra deck, am I missing anything specific? We need a way to bring back the Prima Donna, actually. I think. So, summoning this once isn't enough, actually. 5. Not quite. Okay, then we'll just, I guess, put in Crimson Dragon for now, because I just can't think of a good way to do this. Crimson Dragon. Synchro Rumble. And then how do we ever bring out the Crimson Dragon? We just have to make it, right? So that is levels. We can do 10-2 potentially. What are we using as our level 10? I guess it could be Disbatter. Maybe. Well, it's called a test build for a reason, I guess. We'll just give it a shot from here. I don't think this is remotely consistent, but if it ever gets the job done, I mean, if it works, right? I mean, in this case, I have no expectation, so I can't be let down. All right. Inch deck. Centurion's actually pretty light and dark, so we could throw those in as well. And then it would become a little bit more possible, I guess. Cycle. Activate Tsuchinoko here, I guess. That's fine. See if we grab anything good. Nope, not really. We can get a body with the malicious here, I guess. We still have one in deck. We want to use that as a body? Oh, never mind. We have 2 because we have regained already, actually. Oh, that's nice. Then we have Bestial Lubellion here. And we have yet to normal summon. Oh, we can just grab Magnuma here, actually. We don't need Serenade to send anything. We can just banish the dark. It's actually not adding anything. It's not doing anything. So it's just fine, right? Okay. Go Mothman. Oh, that's not good. Well, whatever. But we'll do what we can here. Ooh, that's funky. What the? Taking my Magnum. Oh god. Nah. Alright. I don't feel much hope for this hand. This will tribute over this. And then there's like nothing we can do except link climb. I mean, I didn't put the links in the extra deck for this, like Apollosa, but whatever. That was some bad 1 in 3 action right there. Oh, interesting. Not a whole lot to do in this hand though. Yeah. Too much junk in that hand. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was like, there were plays, but none that I liked. So, whatever. I guess we do some deck thinning here. Oh, we have Ash Blossom Drift Spring, which we can actually use as part of combo, I guess, technically. This is pretty crude. I would really like access to like level 2 tuners with Viscerals. That'd be epic. Tuner access, tuner access, tuner access. Not easy at all. My luck is also terrible. We're so 1 card off of going crazy here too. Eh. As long as you don't hit Mothman, or yeah, Mothman. As long as you don't hit yourself or the Ash Blossom, we could make the thing. But what does that do for us? There's no like Synchro 15 to make here, really. I want to see a hand with Dark Refer. Not being able to make custom hands is such a war crime here. Absolutely hate that. Okay, we should be able to make something work here, but we don't have a Bestial here, so it's just the regular combo. There's no point to this. I mean, there kind of is a point. It's just not much of a point, right? Huh. I think it's probably better to send Malicious here. It's kind of like bad regardless, though. I normal summon Celestial here, and that's like fine. No level 3 monster though. The conditions to make this work completely brutal. Yeah, I mean, the plays in this hand are not very good. Sure. If this hits Destrudo, we might be able to do something. I mean, that's fine too, I guess. But it doesn't really get us anywhere, per se. The issue is not having a good way to get out Lupellion. That's what I'm feeling is the problem here. I guess we need more dragons. Like this is fine, I think. Do this. Bring out this. Sends Rebellion. Effect to send. We only have 1 target for the time being. Let's see. 3, 7, Where's my other three? Absolutely nowhere. No dangers. If I had one danger in the sand, if that was Danger Nessie instead, that would have been the combo I would be looking to do here this whole time. It's really brutal. Can't even test the synergies I want to test. Man. Do I care about this? Not right now. Generator send itself. That could be fine. Well, I mean... Okay, I guess. Maybe this is something. Actually, yeah, I think I have enough guys now. If I could summon Lubellion right here, that'd be insane, but we can't really do that, can we? We can banish Malicious after those two. I think, and then put one of them back. If I get access to Dispatter, I think that changes things up a lot too. We can make Chaos Angel here if we wanted. No target for Chaos Space either. Gamble? Actually, wait. We can just trigger Malicious in Graveyard later. Yep, that's fine. Right now, I'm only getting bodies, but not bodies that really do anything. Unfortunately, I guess. Chaos Angel could bash something on field if I'm feeling that psycho, I guess. If I had to make Reaperdokas, I guess it'd be with these two. Sure. Now what? Oh right, I forgot I'm playing 2 Malicious, not 3. There's 3 in the original deck list, but I cut 1 because I don't want to... I didn't want to craft the Malicious for testing. Ay ay ay. Well, this is trash. I mean, this always ends on at least Colossus Pass, but yeah. Bad luck, bad luck, bad luck. That was like the worst hit in the hand aside from itself, and then that was the worst draw I could possibly have here. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, but I really need to look for this Spatter access. If I have Spatter plus like a Thunder Dragon, I can just banish the Thunder Dragon I sent to the graveyard actually, and then bring it back with this Spatter to make Colossus. But that's actually some form of cooking, I guess. Alright. That means adjustments need to be made. I really wasn't cooking with this, I guess. Yeah, this is terrible. And that can be acceptable. I forgot I had the Chaos Creator here, but we don't have enough lights to really justify it, I don't think. Go Danger Nessie again. I mean, that's acceptable. What are we drawing here? That is too low level. Oh, if we had a second one, second Chaos Angel, that'd be good here. We can just Chaos Creator here. That effect, we can use it later. Okay. Guess Creator's fun at least. Sure. We'll just use these two. It doesn't really matter right here, I don't think. That puts 3 bodies here. Wait, Elf, Rupidokas. Doesn't really help here. Ringo Worm. Special summon Ringo Worm. Put the other 2 back. Where'd these get returned to? Bottom. Then what? Can't even make this better with this because this isn't quite the right level either. I think we just have to swap out the engine here. Okay. Firstly, I think first change 3 malicious, I suppose. And we cut out the Thunder Dragon Dark I've been playing for fun. Yeah, seems about right. Then we don't need Celestial necessarily. It doesn't really do anything. And there's like some recycling that can happen here. Dark Grepher package with the danger stuff, I think we just cut this. It's just not working out with the Bestials. That's mainly the problem. The rest of this is fine. For the most part, let's do Centurion, I guess. And try to get this to work for the time being. We need a level 3 monster somewhere though. Wait, that's where Denier could come in clutch, I guess. Being a level 3. But we don't have a way to, like, send Denier. Yeah, there ain't no way. Well, with Dark Grepher, there's potential, actually. Because we can add Gargoyle to hand, normal summon. Yeah, that works, I guess. And then we don't have the levels to make Prima Donna either. Okay. Dugars. I'm not sure if we need. Probably not. Cut Dugars. Everything else here is kind of fine. Except for Colossus, we don't need that anymore either. Yeah. Then we'll just throw in, like, everything that's even remotely relevant, I guess. Two of each of these should be fine, I think. And then I think I do still want Dark Grepher here. I want a hand with Dark Grepher for sure. Dark Grepher. Reinforcement of the army. And then no access to Ringleworm still. Not really, right? So that's fine. And targets to send. This Strudo is one of them. The other would be probably. We want Denier, I guess, maybe, as well, then. Something like this. And we have, like, adequate things to make with our links, I guess. Sprite Elf, is there a reason to make Sprite Sprint here? I don't think we need to, but if I have Sprite Sprint, I'll just put it in for the time being, I guess. Cool. And then the only thing left is Blazar, I guess. Because there's not too much else to put in. Also, let's cut this trap, actually, real quick. Don't need that. Okay, now let's look for a hand where I can normal summon Dark Cleffer, I think. And also I want access to the Centurion package. Well, this is close to what I want, but it's not quite there. Hmm. Did I put in Atri? Getting some draws for this would be helpful. Yeah, I put in Atri, okay. Trudea we don't need. So we should start Trudea, yeah. Romero. And then here, I want to use Guardrail too, honestly. I don't know if it matters if I send Trudea here. I won't keep the field spell for now. We'll see if this mattered or not. Well, I could have added this off of Auxilla, actually. Not sure if that's worth though. This only adds what? No, wait, this adds any Centurion card. Wow. I thought it was Speller Trap only for some reason. We don't have a level 3. I mean, I'll grab that for now, I guess. We can send this. And this is as far as I got with the thought process, right? This is a dragon as well, though. I mean, technically send Saranir to then send Lubellion. So we can cut Zephyros, I think, if that's... Yeah, that's not there. I don't think we can do it this turn. Yeah. This will be fine for the time being, though. I don't think that's something I can do in one turn right now. Not with that hand, at least. That was, like, essentially unattempted 2-card. It was closer to what I wanted, but... Well, I had to start wasn't great. Okay. What was the combo exactly? Wait, it doesn't work if I start with Emblem of, I think. Does it? It does, right? Yeah, I don't think it works. We have to do the line right this time. Okay, if we start this, I think it works. And we have Denier in hand, which is a little bit better. Maybe. Discard Primera. Okay, now what card do we start here with? I think it has to be always Trudea. Let's try a different sequence. Primera, special. This time we will add Wake Up. Wake Up effect. Level 4. we'll send Phalanx here, I think. And this will get us a draw, I think. Both. Tree. Is this wrong? Feels not correct. Okay, I guess. I mean, technically this kind of works. Still off from what I want, specifically though, I guess. We can still add a gargoyle here. So I mean, it gets there in the end. Okay. We can use gargoyle as a body. Well, what would I even make with gargoyle though? What can this bring back? I could have brought back Atri if I used the draw later. And then I could have made another 12. So that'd be like Crimson Dragon or Legacia. Both like okay options. But let's see what I can do with this first. Let's just send Gargoyle. If I performed a Synchro Summon with Gargoyle here, I would be able to add it back to my hand again. Can't be used for anything. Yes. Any type of Synchro, then I'd be able to do it. Okay. Let's try Malicious. I could stack Malicious on the deck with Denier as well, actually. That's interesting. Okay. Level 6. We could put another 4. We could put another 4 on the field to bring back Dark River again, actually. We wanted to go about that. Bring this back. Effect. Place this back. Now we can still go Verte, make DPE. Okay. For the time being, let's think. Can't put another level 6 on the field this turn. We'll do it over the course of 2 turns for the time being, I guess. It's doable with this hand, I want to just do it, right? Normal Ash, we'll also see Prima Donna. Now we make Gimmer Apron. I'm not going to be able to do it in just one combo here, but whatever. It's fine. And target one banish card, shuffle it into the deck. Oh, wait a second, that's useful. That can actually put back Malicious. I didn't know if this had that effect. Actually. Oh, that's cool. Wait, that actually gives this more credibility. I think this is more doable than I thought. Then we could have actually activated Malicious one more time. But we don't need the extra body right now, so whatever. This is close to what I want. Oh wait, Verte has the ability to make things dark. We can actually skip making Reproducus altogether if we had a light level 3. Oh. This is why experimenting is important, fellas. Okay. I don't have a way to do this though right now. I'd have to reconstruct the deck harder, but okay. This is probably on the right track for the other thing. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay, so I could do like Pop Trudea with DP and then it wouldn't be popped. Okay, good to know. If we had a Bestial, that's all we're missing right now actually to make this come to fruition. I guess we'll take the draw. There's like nothing we can do. Not this at least. Okay, I guess. What would even get hit by this itself? Sure. Let's just get through this now. Sure. I don't think chain blocking this really matters. Okay. Add one spell trap that mentions Crimson Dragon from your deck to your hand. Yeah. Do that. Oh, we can go into this pattern as well, actually. I didn't even consider that yet. But yeah, that's something we could do. Okay. Very interesting indeed. The Rota target's pretty dead in this deck. Doesn't really matter. Set pass. What's the set? Zephyros? Okay. Select a card. Entry, I guess. That's fine to put in the back. DPE effect to special summon. Here I don't have to special summon DP technically, but I probably should, I guess. I have to resolve this. Who do I want? I can bring back one of my many malicious. Bring back DP itself. I guess we'll do DP itself. We can pop DP to remove it, I guess, you know? Are we okay with being synchro locked? I don't think we are, actually. Happy with that at all. We'll go with... Okay. We'll start with Factory then. Okay. Draw a card. Anything will be fine. Cool. I want to make a Bradocus here, and then I want to put a... Yeah, can I do that actually? If I use DP effect to bring back the Iron, it would have been fine. Right now, we're not actually able to do this. Oh, that's dumb. I trolled. Okay, we'll try that next turn, I guess. But the idea should have been sound. Just put whatever in the back row, it doesn't matter. I need a level 3 dark monster here. There's nothing I want to synchro into here. End phase. So here I want to destroy, I think, clear of space. It would be these two. And then DP effect. DP brings itself, not itself back actually. We'll put Atri in the back just in case we need it. Okay. I think Atri's fine. Yeah. We can link this off probably as well. You bring back the denier. Oh, we can denier effect as many times as we want. That's interesting. DPE could be brought back later if I, like, genuinely cared. Yeah, let's actually draw one. Guess might as well draw into the malicious side, but oh wait, you can do that too. We can do this to add plasma. Ah. Well, okay. Anyway, Reaperdocus here. And I want to specifically activate Synchro Rumble. I want to target Prima Donna here. Declare an attribute. Light. I mean, this is like one step off, but it technically worked, I guess, right? Does this target? Oh, it does. I can target that to keep bringing back Phalanx, actually. With other crap. So if I paired this with Dispatter, it actually would go crazy. Which I find kind of interesting. Oh. Wait a second, if I quick effect Synchro using Prima Donna. Oh. That's actually a way to deal with, I guess, like, mouse cards, potentially. But, yeah, basic idea with this is that now this Chaos Angel is, this was made with, Deep Sea Prima Donna, right? Your opponent cannot target a synchro monster that used this card as material with monster effects. So, you can no longer target this. Wait, that's only with monster effects? Oh. That doesn't work with spells or traps. Still kinda lackluster, I guess. I'm gonna have to cook harder. I thought that was any card effect. But apparently it's only with... Technically, I guess we could keep recycling, potentially, I guess, Stardust and stuff, like Stardust XL. And then we just keep Synchro Summoning on our opponent's turn to make our monsters unaffected. And then we have Chaos Angel Protection. I guess that's the only plan I have. So, like, I found some interesting-ish synergies and some, like, card effects here that I don't think I can really use in any decks, but hey, I mean, still learned something today, I guess. So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.